Alrighty, everybody, welcome to another episode of Smite Super Builds, and it was much requested for another Bastet build. So, let's get on to it. So, actives, we need to buy some, actually. Actives, as always, depends on what you do, and if you're jungling, strongly recommend Hand of Gods, or else you're in deep doo-doo. Besides that, other actives may prove useful, like Purification Beads. Yes, you can bounce back, but you're no longer CC immune during your pounce, so if you're having troubles getting out of things such as that, and you need some CC immunity, get Purification Beads. Sprint also will help you, escape much easier, but it's all up to you. Personal preference for actives for that. Moving on to the items, what matters. I'm going to go with Warrior Tabby. She doesn't need that much cooldown reduction. We're going to have a good amount of cooldown reduction later, you see, but I'm going to go with the Warrior Tabby for the just penetration. This is a more of a power and penetration type build, and that's what Bastet mainly is and kind of requires. She's not much of a basic attacker. She's more of, pouncing in, using your 2 and 3 and your cats or whatever, and all that is just pure power. And then penetration is going to help us out hitting more true damage. So Warrior Tabby moving next to Jones Wrath, 25% cooldown reduction, awesome. 40 power, amazing. Mana to complement all the cooldown reduction we have, and more penetration. So right away we have quite a bit of penetration at 26 penetration. Moving on, Shift the Shield is pretty good for Bastet, believe it or not. It is a little pricey, but if you're above 60% HP, which typically you are if you're going to initiate by jumping in, you're probably going to have more than 50% of HP. So therefore you're going to have 60 power jumping into a fight, and that's a lot of power, especially early on. And the protection is going to help you, when you go in and you get hurt and you get knocked down below 50% HP, you're gonna get some protections to help you out. Moving on, Hydra's Laminate is really nice for her. Hydra's Laminate is only truly good for some select gods, and Bastet's one of them. So 50 power, that's a lot for one item. That's going to help us out with our abilities, obviously. Cooldown reduction 15%, there we are. So we're going to have that 15% and 25, that's 40. That maxes us out there. Also, the passive, we actually get use out of it for Bastet, because typically most gods don't, but Bastet's one of those ability dependent gods. So as soon as we pounce in, our next basic attack is going to do additional 50% damage of our physical power, so we can actually, it's a nice burst damage on top of all of our bleeds 2, 3, and 4, and then this is going to add to that. Moving on, Titan's Bane, just more power and 33% physical penetration. This item slot is kind of up to you on what you want. If you want a little bit more attack speed, go Shins, or if you're burning down a lot of tanky people, get Executioner. It's really up to you, but I'm going with Titan's Bane here. It's going to help us out quite a bit with 33%. Moving on, Deathbringer for that final punch of power with plus 50, and of course the crit's going to help us out in case we do need to use some basic attacks. So our power is 260. That's absolutely insane. That's a lot. So let's go ahead and jump in. As you see, that was the instant 600. That yellow damage was the Hydra's. So our basic attack just did a crap load of damage. So we're not going to take that red yet. We're going to go ahead and go over to raw and test out some of our powers on a more accurate reading. Just by sprint. Just get over here. So if you look at our abilities and how it affects, how much power we have, if you just look at these stats, it's just a ridiculous amount of stats right here in power. Jump in. These are 2, 3, basic attack. He's dead. He's dead. So next we're going to use our cats. We're just going to use our 3 and our cats. So 3 cats. The cat's going to do even more damage, as you see there, with the amount of power we have. Absolutely insane. Next we're going to do some basic attacks. Kitty's just chilling. Basic attacks looking pretty good. 300s, scaling up to 400s. So that's going to wrap it up for the video as Fraps begins to bog down for no apparent reason. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.